Hello everyone, I am going to discuss the answers of section C. These are very short answer type questions. Each question carries 2 marks. So let me start discussing the answers of section B. This is the 21st question. The 21st question is, what are constitutional provisions necessary for the success of federalism? Explain. The answer is as follows. Constitutional provisions clearly divide powers between central and state governments. They safeguard the rights and powers of various levels of government. Then they also help in resolving disputes through an independent judiciary. I hope I made myself clear. Whenever you attempt 2 marks questions answers, you have to write accurate, precise, and crisp points. You don't have to write lengthy points, you don't have to fill the pages. 22nd question. This is the 22nd question. In igneous rocks, minerals may occur in the cracks, crevices, faults, or joints. Support the statement with given examples. This is a question with regard to geography. Let me discuss the answer. In igneous rocks, minerals are usually found in crevices, faults, and joints because during the cooling of molten magma, cracks, crevices, and faults or probably joints are formed in rock. So, during the cooling of magma, cracks are formed in the rocks. Mineral rich molten and gaseous solutions flow in these cracks on cooling solidify to form mineral deposit. The answer should be precise, to the point, and up to the mark. So the answer is as follows. In igneous rocks, minerals are usually found in crevices or joints because during the cooling of molten rocks, the crevices are formed in the rocks. Mineral rich molten rocks and gaseous solutions flow through the cracks on cooling, solidify. So when they solidify, they form mineral deposits called veins or lodes. Minerals like gold, silver, zinc, lead, and copper are commonly found in veins and lodges in igneous and metamorphic rocks. Shall we move on to the 23rd question? How did the Silk Route connect the world? Explained with any 2 examples. This is the question. How did Silk Route connect the world? Explained with any 2 examples. So the answer is as follows. The Silk Route connected Asia, Europe, and North Africa through trade. This greatly helped in exchange of goods like silk, spices, and textiles, as well as ideas, religions, and cultures. The 23rd question, part B, is like this. This is the question. How did our foods facilitate cultural exchanges between distant countries? Explained with any 2 of the examples. This is the question of part B, 23rd question. The B part of 23rd question is, how did our foods facilitate cultural exchanges between distant countries? Explain with any 2 examples. There is an option between 23A and 23B. Whatever you know very well, you attempt that question. So 23B answer is as follows. Foods like potatoes, tomatoes, and chilies were brought from America to Europe and Asia. Noodles traveled from China to the West and later developed into different types like spaghetti, showing cultural exchange. Now I'm going to move on to 24th question. This is the 24th question. The 24th question is as follows. How has liberalization of trade and investment policies helped the globalization process? Give with example. This is the 24th question. There are questions in Hindi as well. So let us discuss the last question of very short answer type, 2 marks questions. There should be 2 points. It's better to write only 2 points for 2 mark questions. If there are questions for 3 marks, then you are supposed to write only 3 points. As per the marks, you have to write the answers. There is no point in writing lengthy answers. You have to keep a track of the time. You have to be very particular about the time. The clock is ticking every single moment. So be sure about the time. Make sure that you finish off the paper on time. If you invest a lot of time in one question itself, you will not get sufficient time for the remaining questions. So be very particular about the time. Make sure that you attempt all the questions. Even if you don't know the answer of a particular question, please attempt that question at least. So this is the 24th question. How has liberalization of trade and investment policies helped the globalization process? Explain with an example. The liberalization removed trade barriers and allowed foreign companies to invest easily in different countries. This increased international trade, competition and employment. After the 1991 economic reforms in our country, many multinational companies such as Samsung, Hyundai established in India, increasing investment and trade. Thank you so much. I hope I made myself clear. I have discussed the answers of section B, year 2024. I have discussed the section B answers of the year 2024. Okay, I hope I made myself clear. Thank you for listening to me attentively. In the next video, I will be discussing section C. I'll be discussing all the answers of section C. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.